Hello, and welcome to Ice the Slippery, an unserious podcast about hockey brought to you by 1.5 hockey fans. My name is Kate, and I'm the hockey fan.
And my name is Fred, and I am half a hockey fan.
Hello, Fred. How are you today?
I'm pretty good today.
Hey, that's good to hear.
How are you today?
I'm doing great, thanks.
Sweet.
It's been a good week. I've got a new haircut. I've got a new hair color.
Yep.
My child is back in town, which is wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
I got to see a hockey game. I mean, like, everything's right with the world.
It was a pretty good week for us in that sense, wasn't it?
It was. Like, we learned that we can exist outside of being parents for like 5 whole days. And then that we don't like it for very much longer than that. And we are happy to be parents again.
Yeah. We're not ready for the whole empty nest thing.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about that for a while.
Yep.
All right. Well, it's been a big week, so let's get it.
We might as well get going.
Yeah, let's just get going. So there was a lot of news. Some of it's kind of like a little more in-depth news. So I'm going to kind of start with that. So this week, it was time for the annual NHL GM meeting. And that's where the GMs for every team gather for 3 days. And they meet with Gary Bettman and other league officials to discuss the state of the game. They review rules, talk about potential changes, and address administrative issues. And this year, some big topics were covered. One of them being the playoff format. So, you know, the playoff format, it's all like done by divisions instead of conferences.
Right.
Which means that every year the Colorado Avalanche and the Dallas Stars face each other in the first or second round, generally speaking.
Yeah.
And then they go home really early. And people are like, that's fucking ridiculous. Like, it should at least be the conference finals or something. Come on, guys.
Yeah. I mean, it does seem like, you know, these teams in this division are really, really good, and then they don't get a shot at like things.
Right. It's just like very anticlimactic to like get through this like 82, soon to be 84 game season. And then all of a sudden it's like first round of playoffs, you're done. Bye.
Right. Well, especially if you're like really good and you're like, cool, well, I played who I would want to play in the finals or whatever.
Right. And yet it is not that way.
And yet it's first round and I'm out.
And pretty much everybody hates it. The fans hate it.
I hate it.
The GMs seem to not like it.
Yep.
And the person who really likes it is Gary Bettman.
Yeah, Gary Bettman's an asshole.
He is. I mean, we knew this already. But Gary Bettman says basically that it drives interest in the early rounds of the playoffs and gets people to watch those because of the big division rivalries. And therefore, it's good. And therefore, it's going to not change anytime soon. And basically, suck it up, Buttercup.
I would like to see the analytics that are driving his information that drives viewership throughout the playoffs.
I would also like to see that. And I also don't believe you can really compare that when like you don't have anything to compare it to.
Yeah, no, he's making that shit up.
No, he's absolutely pulling that out of his ass.
As someone in the data and analytics space, I'm like, all right, cool. That makes sense. Let's see the numbers. And I don't think you can give me those numbers.
Right. And it's like, I mean, okay, so what? You're just trying to appeal to like casual fans then? And you're like, oh, I can only get them to watch if there's division rivalries. Like, I don't.
Yeah. And is it like he's saying, oh, they tune in for like the first round and then they're hooked and they stay through the finals? Like, he's an idiot.
Yeah. No, because it's like if you're a casual fan of a team and they get eliminated, you're going to stop watching. Like,
right.
You're not going to suddenly start watching the team that eliminated them. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's just the math ain't mathin'.
Yeah. No, Gary Bettman's like stuck his head in the mud and it's just like, this is how it is.
Yeah. And it's just stupid. And I don't like it. And
I agree.
I think that he's really not considering all of the factors here, such as it is stupid and I don't like it.
And the factors of everybody being like, this is stupid, we don't like it.
Right, exactly. Because it's not just me. It's like literally everybody saying it.
Right.
Like for once, I am with the crowd on this one.
This is why you need to have leadership change every now and then.
Right. He's been doing this for like 33 years or something. Like, get him out of there. Come on. Listen, I'm kind of between gigs right now. Like, call me, guys. Anyway, there are lots of other things going on in the meeting. One of them is that goalie interference is less confusing than it used to be, but it's still confusing. So
yeah, I agree with that statement.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of just like, that's just where we're at with that.
I don't know. I feel like last year too was like all goalie interference craziness. And this year has been a little bit, but it's like less.
I think mostly what has started happening is that people have just stopped challenging for goaltender interference for the most part because nobody knows what the fuck is going to happen.
If it's any kind of touching any kind of gray area, they're like, nope.
Yeah, it's really not.
Unless they're the Kings.
Yeah, then they're just going to challenge everything. Just all kinds of challenges. But yeah, so, not really much going on there. Something that was controversial is that Eric Tulsky, who is the GM for the Carolina Hurricanes, suggested that the league standards have slipped when it comes to giving discipline for headshots. And Gary Bettman was pissed and accused him of being a mouthpiece for the team owner. And the whole thing apparently got very heated. There was a lot of back and forth, and Gary Bettman was like yelling, and it was a big thing.
Yeah, that's also like the playoff format. Like everybody agrees that shit's fucked up.
Everybody does agree, although Bettman did say that the Department of Player Safety is fine, actually, and that George Peros, who is heading it up, is doing a great job. One of his quotes on the matter was, "George always takes criticism. Most of it is unfair," which is if you're saying that he's doing a great job, but you're saying some of the criticism is valid, I don't know. I know, it seems a little you could be a little more enthusiastic in your co-signing of it. But he did have a good point, which is that the NHLPA seems satisfied with how the Department of Player Safety operates, because that whole thing didn't even come up during the collective bargaining agreement last time with the players union. Mm-hmm. And I mean, that is a point. It's the players are upset when bad calls, when discipline is bad and not handled right. But at the same time, the players also don't want to sacrifice their paychecks and have the consequences be too bad.
Right.
So it's we want the consequences to be bad, but only sometimes when we want it to be.
Yeah.
Which is valid. So I guess I kind of get where he's coming from on that point. But the playoff format, I'll never agree with him on. And that's my hill to die on.
I think, there should be an internal review of the Department of Player Safety, but not actually, it should be an external review.
I was just about to say, why would an internal review do anything? It would just be, we've investigated ourselves and we found no wrongdoing. Everything's fine here.
Everything's fine. So that's their standard response for everything.
Yes. No, I've externally reviewed it and it's not okay, but
it is not. It really,
I don't have credentials, so
I don't know anything about how it works or how many of them there are or what it's like, but it really just feels like whoever the guy is that you mentioned,
George Peros.
I just feel like he sits on his couch and watches hockey games and then will make a call and that's it. I
mean, he's an ex-player who was an enforcer type. So he's already kind of predisposed to being yay, violence.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's they're oh, well, we'll do a phone hearing and then it's only 5 games or less. I just feel they don't want to meet in person. They're I'm kind of busy this week.
Yeah, no, he's sitting on his couch doing Zoom calls.
Right, exactly. He's oh, this can really mess up my tea time.
Yeah.
I'm just assuming he plays golf because all of them seem to play golf.
I think he plays golf and sits on the couch. That's what I think.
I think that's probably pretty valid.
Yep.
In other news, the U.S. men's Olympic hockey team winning the gold medal is the gift that keeps on giving and is also the gift that I would like to re-gift so I don't have to think about it anymore. Jack Hughes was interviewed by ESPN this week, and he was not happy that he didn't get to keep his puck from the game-winning goal in the gold medal game. His exact quote was, "I'm trying to get it. That's bullshit that the Hockey Hall of Fame has it, in my opinion. Why would they have that puck?" He also added, "I don't see why Megan Keller or I shouldn't get these pucks." I mean, that's a great way to include the ladies, Jack.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure Megan Keller really appreciates you speaking for her on this matter.
Yeah. Well, I mean, women generally appreciate that.
Yes. So Jack did go on to say that he didn't want it for himself, but for his dad, who is apparently an archivist for all 3 of his sons and their hockey careers. So apparently it's going to go in the Hughes basement until the Hughes Hockey Museum opens up or something.
Yeah.
I guess Jack was interviewed a few days after the game and they were "Where is the puck now?" And he was I don't know. And then everyone's "Oh my God, what happened to the puck?" And then the Hockey Hall of Fame is we have it. It's fine. It's in the exhibit where all the pucks go.
Right.
And then Jack Hughes was no fair. Why do they have my puck? You didn't even know where it was, bro. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So then people interviewed Sidney Crosby about the fact that his golden goal puck is in the Hockey Hall of Fame from 2010 when he scored the game-winning goal. And he essentially said that the question of whether he should be able to keep the puck or not never occurred to him. He was just happy that he scored the goal and he was happy that the puck was going to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Which is a normal
I was going to say, he sounds like a normal person.
Right. So now Jack has come out with a quote that says, obviously honored that the puck's there. It's like the most special place in hockey. So I'm honored that it's there. Obviously, I think things are taken, crazy. Like,
he's such an idiot.
He's such an idiot. Like, fine, just be like, maybe I spoke a little emotionally. And now that I've thought about it, I've realized that it is really important to have it be a part of history.
That would be
Don't be like, things are taken crazy. Like, you said words and then people reacted to the words that you said.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, no, like very specific words.
Yes, very specific words. Like, I think it's bullshit they have my puck. Like, that's not things were taken crazy. That's you said crazy shit.
Exactly.
And like, I don't know, on the one hand, like, I don't agree with him, but I do kind of see where he's coming from a little bit, where it's like,
oh, sure.
Hey, I was part of this very momentous occasion, right?
Yeah, and then they keep pucks for things, but
Yeah, but like, I mean, they didn't even like talk to him about it or anything first. Like the Hockey Hall of Fame people were like, oh, we rely on donations like this to blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, it wasn't really donated.
It was stolen.
It was, I guess it was donated by Team USA, maybe, or by the Hockey Olympic people. I don't know who it was donated by.
I mean, it's what I would expect to happen. Like, it doesn't, like, Jack's an idiot.
He's very, very pretty.
Yeah.
He's very stupid.
Yep.
And again, I am just very glad that I was not famous when I was that age or ever.
Yeah.
And will never be.
Yeah,
And
I would say shit like that too. I'd be like, I want that fucking puck.
I know. I was so stupid and I didn't even like get hit in the head repeatedly. Right. So.
Yeah, no, I'd say stuff like, I'm going to go there and steal it.
Right, exactly.
And people would be like, what?
I'm going to steal the Declaration of Independence while I'm at it. And everybody would be like, that's crazy. Right. And I'd be like, no, you just took it crazy.
Yeah, you took it crazy.
Oh, boy. So, yeah, that's, Jack.
Jack. Out of all the hockey players, like, if I'm imagining myself, like, hanging around with him, like, I don't think I could hang out with Jack.
I feel like I would be, like, breathing double time to, like, make up for, like, just trying to get oxygen into his brain by osmosis or something. It would be a lot.
Yeah.
He seems like a person.
He seems very much.
He seems very much like a person.
He is a person.
He's good at hockey.
And he is good at hockey.
You can't be good at everything.
Nope.
It just, again, reminded me, like, why we shouldn't be looking at sports people to, like, be well-spoken or have good opinions.
I for as long as I can remember, I don't think sports people should be like, role models? Role models, yeah. Like, maybe, like a Jordan, a Tiger Woods, sure, whatever, but like a role model to a certain extent. Like, hey, they push through
a role
things.
Model in their sport, like,
sure.
Look up to him as a good hockey player. Don't look up to him as like somebody with like an understanding of global politics or
absolutely.
like finders keepers, or whatever,
whatever.
Like, yeah,
because outside of their sport, like, yikes.
And the worst part is that wasn't even the stupidest thing said in hockey this week.
Love this.
So we've got Ron Duchene, who is a Canadian retired hockey player who played with several teams over his 12 years in the NHL, including the New York Rangers. And he was also an analyst for the Rangers from 2007 to 2018. So he's like kind of known, especially amongst Rangers fans. These days, he dates Sarah Palin and has bad takes on Twitter. And that's pretty much his life from what I can tell.
That seems like a career.
Right. I mean, it seems to go hand in hand. So on Monday, the Rangers lost to the Kings at home, and Duchene took to the internet to proclaim that he saw this coming because the team created, quote, bad mojo by celebrating Pride Night at Madison Square Garden. Apparently, being inclusive makes you a loser. So yeah. I don't know what his explanation was for all of the other Ranger losses this season because their home record has been awful.
Yeah, right?
They have 9 wins, 15 losses, and 6 losses in OT and shootout.
Yeah, it certainly wasn't like a recent event that caused all those historical losses at home.
Right? Yeah, people are like, so was Pride Night every night this year? We don't understand. Although Adam Herman from Bleacher Report pointed out that the Rangers won every single Pride Night game from 2012 to 2025. And somehow it wasn't the gays' fault then, or the gays' responsibility then, but it was apparently their fault now.
It sounds like somebody had their phone and maybe a couple beers and was like, you know what I think?
The backlash was pretty swift and pretty loud, and he apparently definitely deleted the post, like even before I saw it, which is pretty fast because I'm on the internet constantly. So, yeah. But anyway, super stupid. Just the stupidity keeps on happening.
Yeah. I don't care too much for any retired like names of people that are like have opinions, except that one guy from Colorado that you tell me about.
Eric Johnson?
Oh, no, he's okay, actually.
Oh.
The other guy.
Tyson Berry.
Tyson Berry's
great too.
Like he can take to Twitter. Like I wanna hear what he's got to say.
Yes, we do want to know about him, mostly because he would never say anything like that.
Well, yeah, exactly.
He would probably wrap himself in a pride flag and skate down the ice and be like, sing the national anthem to me. So, yeah, no, he's wonderful. We do have some milestones from around the league. Cole Caulfield hit his 40th goal this season.
Yeah.
Which is great. It's also the first time a Habs player has reached that milestone since the 1993-1994 season.
That's pretty impressive.
It's been a minute.
40 goals, definitely. I feel like more connected to the amount of goals people score, and 40 is a lot.
40 is a lot. 40 feels like a lot now.
Right, doesn't it?
Yeah. No, at first you're kind of like, oh, 40, is that many? It's like 82 games. No, that's a lot of goals. Not a lot of people can do that.
Absolutely. And 35 of them are OT winners.
It feels like that, doesn't it? And actually, he's now already up to 43 goals because last night the Habs played the Islanders and he scored a hat trick. So that's pretty cool too. And also, none of those goals this year were empty net goals because I found out this week that Cole Caulfield has never scored an empty net goal.
Oh, wow.
All of his goals have been against actual goalies, which makes the stat a little more impressive.
Yeah, no, it does, right? There's certainly a lot of empty net things that happen that boost numbers.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like the whole OV's goal race last year. Everyone's like, well, but how many were empty nets and does that count? Yada, yada.
Yeah.
So it
doesn't count in my book. Empty net, whatever.
All right. How many empty net goals do you have?
You should.
Exactly. So this kind of takes me to Caulfield's teammate, Lane Hudson. Lane Hudson's brother, Cole Hudson, was signed to a 3-year entry-level deal by the Washington Capitals on Sunday, and he made his NHL debut on Wednesday, where he did score a goal in the Caps' 4-1 victory, and it was an empty net goal.
Yep.
And it was very funny because you could see him desperately trying to figure out how to get the puck to anybody else so that his first NHL goal was not on an empty net. He's going up the ice. Connor McMichael's on the other side of the ice. Connor McMichael is just pointing at the goal and like yelling, like, shoot it, shoot it. And Cole's like, oh, fine, I guess, and scores and hits the empty net. And then he's happy and he celebrates. But after the game, he was like, yeah, I was trying to pass it, but like he didn't even have a stick on the ice. Like, I don't know what I was supposed to do. He was like, you have to shoot it. But
that's funny. Just there's no stick to pass to.
Yeah, no, he's like, you don't have an option. You have to shoot it or else you're just going to pass it to me and it's just going to go nowhere and you're going to look stupider. So
yeah, I definitely wouldn't want my first goal to be an empty net goal, but getting in your first goal in your first NHL game, I'd take that over my qualms about empty nets.
It's still pretty cool. And honestly, you got to take the chance to clinch the game when you can.
Yeah. And we saw some of his interview and they did like a little video of him like arriving and stuff. And man, he didn't get the awkward vibes or the awkward genes that Lane has. That Lane has. Like he's still a little awkward and kind of quirky or whatever, but like he's a little bit more interesting and fun to like talk or listen to.
I was gonna say like in a vacuum, he would definitely come across as awkward.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Since we know Lane,
yeah,
it's like, oh, this is the cool normal brother.
That's the cool normal brother.
But like you're grading on a scale here.
Yep.
Like this one probably is not going to get banned from his own rink for skating too much. and be like, fine, I'm going to go to a pond on Christmas Day and skate with children because you won't let me skate in my own arena.
Yep.
So I don't know. I think that's pretty fun. And it's also just such a Capitals thing where they get a new baby and they're immediately like, no, you have to score a goal. We don't care if it's an empty net. None of us are going to put our sticks on the ice until you score it.
Yeah. No, and I like the young talent that the Capitals are picking up. Look at me. I sound all sportsy and shit.
You do sound sportsy and shit, but it's like a good thing to pick up on because a lot of people are like, oh, this is going to really bring down the overall age of the team. But like the team is getting younger.
Yeah, because the team is old.
Because the team has been old, but everyone's, like retiring and stuff. So the age is coming down a bit, which is, I think, good.
And they're kind of out of it for this year right now.
Pretty much, probably. They're not mathematically eliminated, but it's going to be
interesting or close or tight or whatever.
Yeah, they're kind of like right around there with the Flyers at this moment, where I think they're not in a wild card spot, but they still could push for one.
Yeah. No, I think they're setting themselves up for success in the next couple of years or whatever. Or, they're making good moves.
They are. I think so too. There was another notable milestone about this game too, by the way. So Cole Hudson was born June 28th, 2006. Alexander Ovechkin made his NHL debut on October 5th, 2005. So Ovi's entire NHL career is older than Cole Hudson. This is the first time that Ovi has played with someone who was born after his NHL debut.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty crazy, right? Like, he's played with younger players before, but this is the first time he has played with somebody who was born after he started playing in the NHL.
Yeah. I mean, right. It's a sea change, a shift. It's like, it's cool.
It makes me feel old as fuck. Cause
2006, right? Yeah. Oof.
I mean, when I started watching, Ovi was still kind of, the young gun.
Right.
And
he was doing commercials and stuff.
Yeah. No, he was.
I mean, he still does, but.
He was just, he still had a lot of his teeth and it was crazy. It was a different era.
Yep.
Matthew Schaefer has become the youngest defenseman in NHL history to record 50 career points. So that's a pretty neat milestone. Going into Saturday, the Buffalo Sabres had a record of 32, 6, and 2, and that's the best 40-game stretch in the NHL since the Red Wings in 1995 and 1996. And then yesterday they won again, so they're doing pretty great.
Yeah, I am so excited for them.
Yeah, no, I really am.
And even we flipped on a game of theirs yesterday or maybe earlier in the week. They look really good because they are.
Yeah,
which is nice because I've only known them bad and I've only seen them play poorly most of the time.
No, we flipped it on just in time to see Sam Carrick score a goal.
Oh, that was sick.
And I was telling you, I was like, that's the guy who was like, I'm excited to be in Buffalo. And we were so excited for Buffalo fans to have somebody excited to be there.
Yeah.
And he, I think, has scored something like 6 goals in his last 40 games before the Buffalo Sabres. And now he scored 5 goals in 8 games in Buffalo.
He's so happy.
He's so happy. He's doing so good.
I tell you, too, that goal looked like somebody who was it had energy and style and
It was great. Yeah. It was his teammate took a hit to get the puck out to him. And he just was pizzazzy.
Yeah, I thought that hit was going to wreck that dude.
Oh, my God. Serious.
And so did the guy who hit him because he stared at him and didn't play any defense and they got scored on.
Exactly. Yeah. No, even the announcers were like, oh, he's admiring his hit there.
Yep.
Carrick has the puck. It was pretty fun. And finally, under milestones, I have that the Maple Leafs had a Simon Says competition and Joseph Wall won. I just put that in there because the Maple Leafs don't have a lot going on for them right now. And I think it's important to celebrate their victories.
That was actually really cool. I feel like I've seen that Simon Says guy before.
Probably.
It's intense.
Yeah, he's real fast with it. Yeah, aggressive.
That's not silly Simon Says.
That gave me anxiety.
It's competitive Simon Says.
Yeah, I didn't like that. That made me really nervous.
I do think it's real interesting that the goalie won too. I feel like that the mental stuff that they do really sets them up for success in competitive Simon Says.
Yeah, and the reaction time stuff maybe.
Yep.
Just some miscellaneous news from around the league. Leon Draisaitl will miss the rest of the season after sustaining a lower body injury. This is sad for Oilers fans. It's sad for Connor McDavid, but mostly it's sad for me because I love that bitchy German. If I didn't have such terrible asthma, I would put on some slides and smoke a cigarette in his honor. But sadly, my asthma will not let me do that.
Yeah, no. And he's over in Germany getting some wacky ass treatments for his shit.
Yes, you found that out yesterday. He's seeing some super specialist doctor guy who works with a football team over there, but also does weird holistic treatments on top of being a really skilled person.
Yeah, he is definitely skilled. You read some of the quotes from athletes, they say he has magic fingers and just can fix stuff. But he also will injects
bird parts into you,
inject cockerel combs into your knees for lubrication. Yikes.
Yeah, I'm not allergic to a weird medical treatment here and there. I've got chronic pain. I'll try anything twice, but it's a little out there.
Yeah. You didn't seem excited. There's also like some calf blood, like hemoglobin stuff. He's.
I'm good without animal parts being injected into me for funsies.
Yep.
I don't know, just my opinion.
But he Draisaitl is seeing the guy that can fix the stuff.
Well, good for him.
Yep.
I'm glad. And I'm glad he gets to do it back in Germany and hopefully have a good time.
Yeah.
The Toronto Maple Leafs have been dealing with injuries, and now they've decided to just start injuring each other. Last night, they were set to play the Ottawa Senators, and during warmups, William Nylander fired a puck into the neck of goaltender Anthony Stolarz, who was then taken to the hospital for imaging. He is out of the hospital now.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that was not ideal.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, you shouldn't be shooting like to the neck of your goalie.
Well, I don't know if he was doing it on purpose.
Well, Nylander was like, I tried to shoot to his glove, but I guess I went to the left and hit him in the neck. Oh, well.
I mean, I've seen them shoot. They shoot that shit and it goes like way over the net all the time.
I know. It was still crazy.
That is. Yeah. But like, man, that could like collapse your trachea or something, right?
No, I don't like to think about that.
Ugh.
Like, I'm not squeamish about a lot of things, but a throat injury, that's a big no thank you.
No thank.
In some happier news, Eric Johnson continues to be delightful as a broadcast person. He talked to Erik Karlsson after the Penguins beat the Avalanche 7-2 and asked what it feels like as a defenseman to see Nate McKinnon coming at you. And Erik Karlsson said, oh shit, here we go. And it was just so great. It was just so like unscripted and casual. And of course, the broadcasters had to be like, oh, we apologize for the language. And it's like, oh, come on. They're hockey players. That's so mild.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired of the limits on profanity or whatever with national. Just stop. Like just
stop. It's sports. We know they say bad words.
Yeah, like we can leave fuck out, but like anything else, well, not anything else, but like, the lesser words, just let them go to air.
It's fine. It's fine.
The kids are going to be okay. The kids are swearing too.
Our kid's been swearing since she was like 9 and she's fine. Yep. It was COVID. Like I let her swear during COVID because like it was a hard time for all of us. And Absolutely. Now she knows when to do it and when to stop. And it's fine. Yeah. She has a great vocabulary. She's a spelling bee champion. It didn't stunt her in any way.
Absolutely. More swearing on TV.
Yes.
Well,
with kids, who cares? Just everybody should swear.
I guess we do kind of get that more now with the streaming services that are like, letting shows not be bleeped and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Like The Traitors. You were like shocked when we were watching The Traitors and everyone could just drop F-bombs everywhere. Yeah. You were like, this is great.
I love it.
It was so good.
Mm-hmm.
On Wednesday, Sidney Crosby made his triumphant return to the ice after getting injured during the Olympics and missing 11 games with the lower body injury. He scored a goal against the Hurricanes, which, yay or whatever, but the real fun happened at the end of the second period when Andrei Svechnikov was holding Sid's stick. So Sid kind of punched him in the face a little bit, more of like a swat. And then Svechnikov slashed his leg, and they both went to the penalty box, where Sid was seen having a very giggly conversation with a fan. And apparently the fan asked, how does silver taste, referring to the recent Olympics, and Sid held 2 fingers up and said, I've got 2, referring to his gold medals, which he won in 2010 and 2014. And it was all just very fun and silly, like him engaging with a Canes fan and the heckling. And I liked it. I just like to see Sid getting a giggle fit in the penalty box. It just feels very old school.
Yeah, like whoever that guy was saying that stuff must have had a personality or said it in a way where it was like cool.
He clearly, I think, came into it laughing and like came into it like with a good yep. energy or something. Cause Sid was cracking up like immediately.
And that was it like real quiet at that game or something? Like, I don't feel like I could talk to somebody in a penalty box and they'd hear me.
I wouldn't think that either, but we had an experience where we heard somebody talking through the glass recently, and we heard things quite clearly, but we'll talk about that a little bit later.
That is true.
A very cute video came out of Macklin Celebrini and Ty Delandria play fighting at practice. It looked like maybe Ty was trying to teach Mac how to fight a little bit.
Yeah, they were like having a silly fight, but it was also like, oh no, like, because they kind of went through the motions of how the fights normally go, like the holding apart and then the blah and then the
kind of
up.
like the headlocky kind of whatever thing. But then Ryan Reeves swooped in to protect Mac, and it was very cute.
Yeah.
And then that also reminded me that Delhi signed a 2-year contract extension with the Sharks last week for about $1.63 million a year. And the Sharks GM was like, he's been a consistent performer at both ends of the ice and a big part of our locker room and the culture we're building.
Delandria, he's the guy.
He's the vibes guy. Like even on the Sharks, which is like such a vibesy team, but it's like, he's been, consistent, but like the dudes love him.
Right.
Like, I think Mac and Will especially love him a lot. So they're like, no, we'll definitely keep him around for a few more years to be the big brother.
Right. And he was like that in Dallas, too.
I mean, he was everybody's best friend on Dallas. He was like the big glue guy.
He was the third wheel.
He was the throuple person. Like, he was constantly on dates with everybody on the team and their significant others. He lived with Jake and his now wife. They called him their son. He's definitely that guy. So
yeah, well, I'm glad he can bring that to everywhere.
I know. Yeah, he just seems like a real nice, happy dude. So that's really good for him. And speaking of building a culture, Jim Nill has realized that what is working for the Dallas Stars is Justin Ritzkovian, and what we need is more Ritzkovian. So we signed his brother to a 2-year entry-level contract. So welcome Dylan Ritzkovian. He'll be playing for the Texas Stars for the rest of the year, and maybe we'll see him with the Dallas Stars someday.
I mean, maybe during the playoffs.
Maybe who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, not this year, because...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They can't call him up?
No.
Okay.
But...
Next year. Well, they could call him up early.
They could call him up earlier. So anyway, it's like a broadcaster's nightmare.
Oh my God. National broadcasters everywhere are freaking out.
Yeah, they all woke up with a cold sweat and they didn't quite know why.
Yeah. So what would his nickname be? Like if you already got a Ritzy, is it Ritzy 2, Ritzy squared?
It's got to be Ritzbits, right?
Ritzbits, like that.
Yeah.
We should send that in.
I'm gonna start a petition.
Submit that to the Stars. Just be like, hey, when he comes, this would be a good one.
Yeah, I'll just start commenting that on all their social media from now on.
Yeah, just be the person just constantly pushing it.
And my final news item is that this week, Colorado became the first team to clinch a spot in the playoffs. So they're like the only team that is like guaranteed to be in the playoffs. But your Dallas Stars are getting very close. They will clinch a playoff spot tonight if they get a point against Vegas. We're playing Vegas tonight. So if they win the game or at least go to OT, or if Utah beats LA in any fashion, either way, the Stars will be in the playoffs. I mean, again, not like much of a surprise, but it's just always nice to know.
The Stars are going to make the playoffs, you think?
I mean, I don't like to get too cocky, but yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going to pull it off.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
Yeah. And that's all the news I have. Is there anything I missed that we need to cover in Fred's Corner of Stuff we haven't talked about?
Oh, Fred's Corner of Stuff we haven't talked about. Let's see what I wrote down here. It's probably a bunch of nonsense.
I mean, when isn't it?
I wrote, there's no trip if he just fell. I don't know what that was about, but...
That sounds right.
Yep. I mean, it is right.
Yeah, no, it's... I feel like that might have been during a Stars game.
I'm pretty sure it's something Razor said.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yep. And, okay. So, I have one note about the game we saw this past week, so I'll leave that alone. And we flipped on the Golden Eyes a little bit, and they have a new player, Anna Seghetti, I think is her name.
Yes.
And the broadcaster guy apologized for announcing her first goal as Anna Spaghetti, which is just amazing. He apologized to her family,
and the entire Seghetti family,
the whole Spaghetti clan. Real bad. He's like, that was on me. I'm sorry.
I mean, I get it. Like, I probably would have done the same thing. So
Anna Spaghetti.
I mean, I'm sure she's gotten that before, but I'm
sure that's not new.
Nice of him to apologize for sure.
And yeah, I think that is all I wrote down. Yep.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and talk about our teams then. I'm going to start with the Flyers. I am beginning to think that no one has told the Flyers that they're allowed to finish a game in regulation, because at this point you can pretty much count on them going into extra time.
Yeah, it's, how I feel like the game really starts with 8 minutes left in the third period. For the Flyers, that's not true.
It starts when the game ends.
It starts when the game ends. Exactly.
Yeah, their whole theme song should be that end of beginning song by Joe. It's like,
yep,
it's crazy. So last Saturday, they lost to the Blue Jackets 2-1 in a shootout. On Wednesday, they took down the Ducks 3-2 in OT. And then on Thursday, they were back in the shootout where they took down the Kings 4-3. Yesterday, they completed their West Coast road trip with a stop in San Jose to play the Sharks. So let's just do some highlights from the first 3 games that all went into extra time. We didn't watch the game against the Ducks on Wednesday because we were at a Stars game, but I did catch the highlights, and it was Trevor Zegras' first time back in Anaheim, where he was actually on the ice, and he got a nice tribute video and a lot of appreciation from the crowd. He did not score any goals, but Luke Glendening did, which was nice because he's not like super known as a goal scorer.
That shit's so crazy to me. Like the first time he's back in Anaheim, like what? It's been like years since he's been playing for the Flyers.
Well, the team has been back in Anaheim, but he was injured.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
So it was like the same thing earlier this year when Anaheim came to Philly. They had been there before, but Trevor wasn't playing because he was injured. And so when he had like a really crazy good performance and sort of blew them up, then it was like extra good for him. The Flyers did finally realize that winning in regulation is still allowed when they played the Sharks yesterday. Once again, this game was on opposite a Stars game, so I only watched the highlights, but it seemed entertaining enough. After a scoreless first period, each team scored once in the second, and then in the third, it was all Philly all the time, although 2 of those were empty net goals, so it wasn't really that much of a flex. But yeah, they won 4-1. And Matvei Michkov has 4 points in the last 3 games. Gee, it's almost like letting a guy play his natural position is good.
I don't know. I don't believe it.
I mean,
I'll think about it.
I'm not an NHL coach. I guess we'll see what happens. I have my thoughts on it. And that's really about all I have for the Flyers right now.
Yeah. Well, they, keep doing the overtime thing, keep bringing the points.
Literally, I don't know how many times I can say they went to a shootout and they won the shootout. Like it's really just the same story with them. So
I would love to see them get into the old playoffs just to get eliminated in the first round. I think that would be great. I guess there's still potential for that to be a thing.
There is. It's not like they would have to go on a big run and somebody else who's ahead of them would probably have to really go on a skid.
Yeah, they're going to need injuries on other teams, and they're going to need to...
Or people to just forget how to play hockey, which happens, honestly.
I've seen it.
Same.
Well, if they get there, I think I said this yesterday, that's on torts. That's not talk it.
Right. It's like... Yeah, it's like when something good happens and everyone's like, oh, it's the president. No, it was the last president.
It takes time to get these things in. And I know if they make it talk, it's going to be like coach of the year, blah, blah, blah. No, torts.
Torts.
All right.
Torts, retroactive coach of the year.
Yep. I am going to get off my soapbox now. My torts box.
Your torts box. Well, let's move on to the Stars because we have quite a bit to talk about with them. So I'm going to start with off-ice stuff. First of all, Otter was NHL's second star of the week last week, so that's pretty great.
Whoop, whoop.
He's good at goalieing, it turns out. For all my fellow Leon Bischel fans, there's a little video about him on Victory Plus, and it's also on the Stars Instagram page talking about his journey to the NHL. If you're an obsessive historian the way that I am, you won't find much new information, but it is worth a watch for this sort of breathless way that Thomas Harley talks about Bish absolutely murdering people. It's really great.
No, it's good. There wasn't much like information in it, but like there's tons of B-roll footage of him growing up and playing.
Little baby pictures. He's always looked exactly the same in the face. It's really cute.
Yep.
So
no, it was nice.
It's really nice. I like it. And the Star social media team has realized that all we want is Ritzkovian content, and they posted a video of his teammates trying to spell his last name. Ritzy optimistically thought that maybe 4 people wouldn't be able to spell it, but everyone else would have his back. I don't know why he thought that. Apparently he hasn't met hockey players.
Yeah, right.
Like spelling not the strong suit, and then that name's a tricky one. The rest of us were not surprised to see it was a real struggle for people. Thomas Harley was close, but still wrong, and he admitted he had been trying to memorize it for like 4 days. Oh, that's not great. Nate Bastian seemed to be just throwing a lot of random letters out there and seeing what would stick.
Yep.
At least most of them were letters in his name.
It's true, yeah.
He might have thrown a Z in there. Somebody threw a Z in there.
I think he did, yeah.
There is not a Z.
He might have had a couple tries, too. It seemed like a couple attempts at it.
I think maybe it was Petrovic who had the Z.
Oh, it could be.
But yeah, no, he did have a few tries. Matt Duchene almost had it, but missed a letter near the end, which Ritzy witnessed. The people who did get it right were Maverick Bork, who had a false start, but then got it. And everyone was like, Maverick can spell? Like, I just love that he is just the whipping boy in that locker room. Everybody roasts him all the time. Wyatt Johnston also got it right because he's a responsible young man. And S. Lindell and Miro Heiskanen because they're Finnish and they're used to unusual last names.
They were like, no problem.
Yeah, they're like, I don't know why this is supposed to be a challenge.
Like, what, is this fun? Do people want to watch this?
This seems very normal to me. So, the Stars continue to be having a really good time off ice and seem like they're having a really fun time in the locker room, which is awesome. On Saturday, the Red Wings played the Stars in Dallas, and the Stars had been on a historic point streak, so I was pretty sure it was all going to come crumbling down soon, and it almost did in the Red Wings game. The Stars were up 2-0 a little into the second period with goals from Wyatt Johnston and Michael Bunting, a.k.a. Little Marchment. But
Little Marchment.
That's what I call him. He's a little Marchment.
I love it.
But in the third, the Red Wings mounted a comeback and tied up the game. Luckily, old Grandpa Harley was there to save the day with a Werther's original and an OT game winner, and the Stars kept holding on. So
I bet he hands those out after they lose.
Yeah.
It's okay, guys. Here's a Werther's.
Consolation Werther's. So yeah, Stars won that one 3-2 in OT. But 2 days later, the Stars' point streak finally came to an end after they were defeated by the Mammoth 6-3. I'm sure things happened in that game that were worth talking about, but I didn't feel like watching the highlights again. So let's just pretend I had something cool and witty to say and move on.
Oh, the Mammoth game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it was kind of meh.
It was meh.
I think the Mammoth are meh.
I think they're kind of a black hole for me.
Yeah, they're fine, whatever.
There's all these people that are allegedly good that I don't know who they are.
Yeah, and they're signing people for huge money, and you're like
8 years for $8 million, and you're like, I've literally never heard of that person.
Exactly.
But when I say you, I mean me, because it's not surprising you've never heard of him, but I've never heard of him. Can't even tell you his name right now.
No.
So the only name that's popping into my head is a character from Friday Night Lights, which I never even watched. So I don't even know what that is.
Yeah. Oh, well. People like them. They're doing their thing. Great.
Exactly. So the next game the Stars had was against the Avalanche, but I'm going to skip that for right now and just touch on their game yesterday against the Wild. So that one was another low-scoring affair, but it was still pretty exciting. Less than a minute in, noted goon Jason Robertson was sent to the penalty box for boarding Quinn Hughes.
He sure did.
I was told Jason Robertson doesn't hit people.
Well, he does when you're Minnesota and wants to send a message to Bill Guerin.
That message being, I'm going to hit him, but then I'm going to stand here and look very concerned.
Yeah, it didn't have that authority that Bill would have needed to get him on the team. It was like, I'm going to board him. Oh, God, I just boarded him. Oh, I'm so sorry. Is everything okay?
Mm-hmm. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I'll just go to the penalty box now. Goodbye.
He just showed himself to the penalty box.
Was that the same game where Leon Bischel got into it with somebody and then skated himself to the penalty box and then was like, oh, they're not putting me in the penalty box. I guess I'll just go.
It might have been. There was a lot of shenanigans.
A lot of shenanigans for sure.
Like nothing too crazy, but it was certainly like pushy shovey a lot.
Yeah, it was low scoring, but definitely high event, it felt like.
Yeah.
The Stars killed that penalty. And Robo did go on to score a pretty nifty goal at the end of the first period. Halfway through the second, Bobby Brink tied the game for Minnesota, which yay for Bobby Brink, but boo for Minnesota.
Yeah, it was kind of cool actually seeing him play, and I think he looks great in his costume.
His costume. I mean, anybody looks better in green than in orange.
Yeah.
I think we can just kind of go ahead and say that. Sadly, I'm sure none of Bobby Brink's family was there because Bill Guerin wouldn't let him have any tickets.
Yeah, this is we got to have a podcast someday where we don't talk about Bill Guerin.
Mission impossible. This game did go into OT, and the Wild won after a defensive breakdown from the Stars. But again, we got a point, so I'm not super worried about it.
It happens.
All right, now we'll time travel back to Wednesday, where the Stars were playing the Avalanche in Denver, and it was really cool because we got to be there.
We were there.
Let's talk about it.
All right.
So you took a half day at work that day and the next day off, so we could have like a whole date.
Yeah, no, it was a getaway for us.
It really was. It was like our first date in 15 years probably.
Yeah, we haven't done, I think, normal parents probably do stuff, but it's been 14, 15 years because we've just been busy.
We've been very busy. We're very busy and we're very introverted.
Yep.
So that just is a lot for us. But yeah, no, it was great. We stayed in a cool little bed and breakfast.
I've never been to a bed and breakfast. It was fine.
It was nice. I liked it.
I was like, cool. Oh, I'm going to have to talk to people. Oh, boy. And it was fine.
It was fine. You did good. Yeah, you really personed very hard.
I can turn it on when I have to.
You sure did. We went out to dinner and then we went to the game. We went to see warm-ups ahead of time, which is always my favorite part of going to the game in person, is like going up to the glass, seeing the warm-ups, being like right by the players. It's just so nice to kind of see their faces up close, like after you've seen them on TV so much.
Yeah.
I just feel like I know them better.
Yeah, no, and this was the first time I went over for warm-ups.
Yeah, you usually are just in your seat. Yeah, like the few times I've taken you to games.
Yeah, let me sit in my seat and get this one beer in me, and then I'll start on my next beer.
Right, exactly.
That's usually my modus operandi.
Yes, exactly. So, nope, I pretty much was like, why don't you come to warm-ups with me so you can take video and I can just enjoy the warm-ups? Because I don't like to do any videoing at the games because I like to just be in the moment. But I was thinking it would be nice to have video. So I was like, well, you can just video things because...
Which was fine.
I'm terrible.
Just tell me what to do. I do it.
Well, we got there early. We staked out a good spot. And then literally right before warm-up started, this guy comes down and is like, hey, I'm going to get right next to you guys. And he's got an Avalanche jersey and it has the number 96 on it, which was Mikko Rantanen's number and still is on the Stars. But instead of Rantanen's last name, it says Traitor on it. And he's holding it up against the glass. And he's like, I just want to get on TV. Since you guys are next to me, you'll be on TV too. And I was like, Jesus Christ. I was like, I just want to have a nice time. Like, I just want to sit here quietly and just watch the people that I like, just do stuff. Mm-hmm. And this is not what I signed up for. I did end up switching spots with you because I didn't even want to stand next to this guy because
I forgot he was there, honestly.
His very presence was just annoying me and I didn't enjoy it. So he definitely wanted attention and he did get it. A couple of different players looked at him. My favorite was when Nate Bastian skated by and gave him the most epic side eye I've ever seen.
It was like a side eye roll. Like it took him a second to like figure out what was going on. Like he squinted his eyes.
Yeah, he like squinted as he like glided past. I wish that we had it on video. It was so good.
Yep.
And then he left and then he came back and he said to the guy, he like had his back to the glass, like right in front of me. And he said to the guy, what did he say?
I don't know.
He said, that doesn't even make any sense, is what he said.
Nice.
Because it's not like Mikko like left, like they traded him.
Yeah, no, it didn't make any sense at all.
Right. And I guess I had apparently said to the guy...
you said, he's not even playing tonight, right?
Well, I didn't know if he knew because he seemed really stupid.
Well, if you're spending that kind of money on a custom jersey to get on television, you're probably pretty dumb.
Yeah. Oh, and he complained when Nate Bastian was there just like hanging out. He's like, he probably just wants to be on TV. I'm like, bro, you said you wanted to be on TV. I was like, also, Nate Bastian is on TV all the time. I see him on TV constantly. Like, I was just watching him the other day. Like, it's fine. So that kind of, I don't want to say it like ruined my mood, but it like tanked my mood a little bit because it was just like...
I'm sorry. I guess I could have fought him or something.
No, it's fine.
But yeah, I kind of just zoned him out.
No, it's fine. Like, obviously I wasn't going to say anything to him because it's like, it's a free arena. You can be there if you want to. Like, part of me was kind of like, dude, I just want to come here and have a good time. And now I'm not having a good time.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I didn't, usually I like to kind of try and, make eye contact with the players or something like that. And it was just like, that wasn't going to happen because if anybody was looking over, they were seeing Traitor Guy.
True.
And like they were mostly just trying to avoid looking in our direction and interacting with people over on our side, which sucked, but was completely understandable because there's just like a total clown show over next to us.
Yeah, no.
However, Matt Duchene, I know I've been a little hard on you in the past.
We certainly have made fun of that man.
I've maybe said that he's kind of a dork.
Yeah, I don't know what I've said, but like I wouldn't repeat it to him.
There's a reason we tell people in the NHL and associated with it not to listen to the podcast.
Absolutely. Like, no, straight up silliness with Matt Duchene.
Yes. Anyway, I've changed my mind. He's a lovely person. So before the game, I've noticed he usually comes and sits out on the bench like before warm-ups.
He does, yeah. He sits over there and does like some kind of meditation or prayer or something. Or
yeah, he's
get in the zone kind of thing.
Yeah, he's just out there like in his like base layers and just kind of sitting on the bench, chilling out.
Yep.
Getting a feel for the arena. I don't know what it is, but I've noticed it at pretty much every game I've been to.
Maybe that's when he gets into his skating persona or whatever his cosplay thing is that he does.
Sure, maybe that. Listen, we're being nice to Matt Duchene right now.
Sorry.
We're being nice to him.
Okay, I'm just kidding.
So there's a family next to us. It was a mom and some kids and a dad, I think. And the kids like had all these signs and they were really excited to see Matt Duchene, especially sitting on the bench ahead of time. And they were waving to try to get his attention and banging on the glass. And I think somebody kind of got his attention and pointed them out to him. And they had signs specifically for him. I think they said something about could they get a stick if they donated to his charity that he has, the Honky Tonk Foundation. So he did see them like before warmups and stuff. So as warmups were going on, Avalanche guy finally left. And then Matt Duchene skates right over and hands a stick to the family next to us.
Yeah.
Like right next to us. And we did get it on video and it was so cool.
Yeah.
And it completely made their day. They were so excited. And
it was a special moment that we got to just stand next to.
it was so cool to witness it. It completely like brought my mood way back up to the point where I completely forgot about Avalanche guy for the rest of the game.
Good.
Like it was so good and it was so nice to witness it. And I was so excited. You managed to catch part of it or most of it on video.
Yep.
And then I went over and I told them, I was like, hey, we caught that on video. And they were so excited. So I sent it to them and they said we could put it up on our socials. So we did. And it's just really neat. So it's on Instagram and TikTok. And it was just such a nice moment. And I really liked that. So
Yeah. No, it was cool.
it was my second most memorable Matt Duchene moment in that arena.
Yeah. You and Maddie D go back.
Yeah, we sure do.
So yeah, no, it was really cool. And no, all the trash we talk about Matt Duchene's mostly just because he's a dork, and but he's a great person. He's a friggin' incredible hockey player.
He's clearly like a super, super nice person.
He's actually really fun to listen to in interviews. So
yeah, like I mean, I'm also a dork, so I can't say anything about anything.
And I mean, the man plays guitar too, so like
you're inclined to like that.
Yeah, like if I ever like was hanging out, like we would have stuff to talk about because I can't talk that much about hockey, but I'd be like, yo, what kind of guitar you got?
Yeah, you guys could go on for hours about that probably. So the game itself was really good. Something that's always weird to me going to an Avalanche game is all their like pregame hype stuff when they play the Stars. You kind of saw this, like they have like this whole like video package that they play where it's just like all these like highlights of like Avs like doing stuff against the Stars and like beating the Stars throughout the years. And then like the Ice Girls come out and then like the dog mascot comes out with like a big flag that says like beat the Stars or something like that.
Yeah. Do they have 32 or 31 flags?
I don't know because I've only ever seen them play the Stars, but I'm assuming not.
You don't think they have like beat the Flyers flags?
I don't think that they do. It's like they really, I think, lean into this divisional rivalry big time. And it's a little weird. And like I've been to the Stars arena before and I don't remember them doing anything like this. But I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe everybody does stuff like this and I just don't know. But it just is like, I mean, for a non-playoff game, it seems really excessive. Like the amount of like anti-Stars propaganda that goes on. It's kind of nuts.
The crowd has taken whatever color pill that they're offering as well.
Yes, it's a burgundy pill, I believe, is what it is.
Yep.
And it's very strange. And then, during the national anthem, you know, of course, we yell Stars when they say star.
Yep.
And so the Colorado fans have started booing when we do that. So they're just straight up booing during the national anthem, which is crazy.
I was going to say, too, like there was pretty good representation for Stars in the crowd.
There were. You kept pointing out jerseys. You were like, look at all this green.
There's a lot of green for a Wednesday night.
There was quite a lot of green, especially where we were sitting.
Yep.
So we had, I think, probably my favorite seats I've ever sat in. I can't remember how many games now, maybe like 8 or 9. I've been to a good chunk. And I've sat at all different places. Like I've been at center ice. I've had like really close to the ice. Like I've been everywhere.
You've been behind the bench.
I've been behind the bench.
You've been behind the goal.
I've been behind the goal. I've been everywhere. This, I think, was maybe my favorite view.
Yeah.
So we were kind of up, like we were
kind of off to the side. How do you describe it? I don't know. Section 200 or
we were like section 106 if you want to look it up on Ball Arena. But section 106, row 14. But basically, we were kind of like right over to the side of the goal. So we could really see into the side. We were on the side where the Stars attacked twice. So we could see the offense twice.
Yep.
And we were behind the player benches on that side. So we weren't really the side where they film from.
Which
is a different perspective.
Oh man, that messed me up. They do the replays and it's backwards and you're like, wait, no, that's not how it looked.
Yeah, it's a little confusing. But no, like from the angle we had, we could see almost everything on the ice and we could really see like the goaltending. Like you could see when somebody was too far out of the goal, you were like, holy shit, there's like 9,000 feet there.
You could see most of the ice. There was not much obscured. And yeah, you could see the action at the net that we were next to, like real close. Like some of the saves that Jake had, like I watched it like in a different way.
The one he did where it was like the crazy split, and then like we saw later, like the puck actually went down his sleeve.
Yep.
But we saw that one, and like really right before that one, I was like, oh, Jake wants to do a split real bad because he almost went down into the splits like right before that.
Yep.
I don't think it was like in that same sort of like flurry, but it was like right before that. And then he did. And I was like, see, I told you he wanted to do the splits, and he did. And it was such a good save. And it was really fun because everyone thought it was going in and then it didn't.
Yeah.
Like, ha, suck it.
Side note here's quick little side quest. Sharky was doing splits too at a gay bar.
He was. I forgot about that. Yes.
Yep. I should have been in Fred's notes.
That should have been in Fred's notes.
Anyway, that was awesome.
That was awesome. So otters and sharks doing the splits.
Yep.
It's cool.
But yeah, no, the seats were absolutely fantastic. I felt almost like an announcer being able to like see everything.
Yeah, no, I felt really, really dialed in like such an interesting way.
And like you said, with being like even the far end, like when they scored that goal in the far end, I was like, the net's wide open, and then they put it in the net. Like,
yeah, no, it's crazy. It was just such a different perspective. So now I want to do that same kind of seat, but like mirrored on the other side.
Yeah.
So it's like the same side as the cameras.
Yeah.
But I did kind of like seeing not what the cameras see too. I don't know.
True. We saw the dark side of the moon.
We sure did. It was very interesting. Like I had a really good view when Maverick Bork's helmet popped off.
Yep.
I don't think you didn't notice it, but
I didn't.
His helmet just flew right up in the air, and then he had to skate off and go, I guess, get a new one. And his helmet was just on the ice all sadly.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I want to say one more thing.
Yes.
This should have been Fred's corner. Man, I messed up Fred's corner. Ball Arena has clear entrance.
Yes.
And they were like running down the lines being like, clear has no wait. If you just install the app, you can get right in 30 minutes early. And nobody was moving. So I was like, it sounds like what that guy's saying is true. So I went and talked to him and I showed him a barcode. He's like, yeah, just go over there and scan that and let you in. And my God, we got in 30 minutes early.
Yeah, for free.
For free. You just scan you don't even have to sign up or have a clear membership.
No, it was so good.
Yeah. So
we will always be doing that from now on.
If you see clear at a venue, do it.
Yeah. It's like the same as like the TSA clear, but like it's not.
But yeah,
it's just for like the regular clear for like venues or events.
Venues, concerts, sporting events, etc. Yeah, you give them your phone number, they send it back, you get a barcode, boom, you're in.
It was awesome. It was so good because those were long lines and it was very hot outside. And my jersey was very itchy.
Yeah, what jersey did you wear?
I wore my Wyatt Johnston blackout jersey.
Boom, boom.
Because it went with my hair, which is kind of neon right now. And you wore your Wedgwood shirt, which is from when he was with the Stars. But you just don't want to cause trouble.
And he was in net, was
in net, which is great. It's always good to see him. So the game itself, the Avs were the first to score right at the end of the first period. It was on the power play. And it was one of those goals where you could just feel it coming. You talked about the net being wide open, but it was also just like the penalty kill was exhausted and just couldn't clear the puck. And it was just like the energy kept building in the arena and you could just feel it coming. So I don't think anybody was surprised when that happened. Not even 20 seconds into the second period, Cale Makar was sent to the box for interference, and Michael Bunting was called for embellishment. Guys, he really is Lil Marchman. Like,
I didn't actually see the embellishment. I haven't even seen the clip of that.
I went and watched it this morning.
Okay.
I know I said I'm retired from hockey law.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't taking on new clients.
No. You've got a full plate. You've got a nice retirement.
I'm maybe doing a career switch. Like I've got stuff going on.
Yeah. You're too busy.
I'm so busy. Ladies and gentlemen, my client is innocent. He did nothing wrong. Literally, he was just skating. He was starting to skate pretty fast. He was really getting a good head of speed and he was kind of leaned forward. And as he skated past Cale Makar reaches out and shoves him. So he he's leaning forward. His center of gravity is off, so he falls forward onto the ice and then immediately gets back up and starts skating again. There's no flailing. There's no anything like that. Like, I don't see a way where he could have avoided falling. And he didn't make a big deal, and he got up and went after the puck immediately and then gets sent for embellishment.
Yeah.
I'll show it to you afterwards. I think you'll agree with me. And I know that I was certainly blinded by Mason Marchant's cerulean orbs at times, which is very unprofessional of me.
Very.
But I didn't see like a shred of embellishment in this. And I do know, I have heard that he has sort of a history of embellishment. So maybe this was just like a reputational thing, but it was hot garbage. Like, it was so stupid. Jason Robertson did tie the game up this period though. So that was really good. Liked that. There were a few power plays in this game, and I made you record all of them in case Wyatt Johnston took sole ownership of the Stars' power play goal franchise record. But alas, there was no more scoring in regulation for this game. Yeah,
I'm not going to record power plays anymore. That's real hard to like watch the game and try and film it on your phone.
I know. Why do you think I made you do it? So I didn't have to. I would say both teams kept penalties to a minimum, but I feel like the refs also just decided they weren't going to call things.
I mean, the
first period in particular was really
it was just let them play.
Nothing was getting called on either side. That was actually kind of what we were thinking, or I was thinking maybe why Bunting got the embellishment call was because they had let so many things go, was like they had to call Makar for the interference, but they're like, well, we'll call him for the embellishment just so everyone knows we are going to start calling stuff. But then they didn't start calling stuff really. So
so my note in Fred's corner was going into the third, the refs have decided, okay, we changed our mind about what constitutes a penalty, because they were started calling things right at the end of the second. And I was like, oh boy, third's going to look real different. And then it didn't.
And then it did not look different at all. It was, I think in the third, we had a hooking penalty from Tyler Myers and then a too many men from Colorado. Like, it was not a lot. So
the reffing was inconsistent and challenging.
I feel like they were just kind of treating it like a playoff game, much like that Avalanche pre-hype show people were treating it like a playoff game.
Yeah.
So I don't know about that, but it was interesting. At any rate, the game went into OT and to the shootout. Wedgwood did not want to let Robo get another one past him, so he stopped his shootout attempt, and he also didn't let Matt Duchene get away with any fancy boy nonsense. Wyatt Johnston couldn't get a power play goal, but he did have a picture-perfect shootout goal. Otter blocked shootout attempts from Nichushkin, Nichis, and McKinnon, and the Stars walked away with a victory. So I got to see the Stars win, which is great because they almost always lose when I am at a game in person. I think this is only the second time I've seen them win.
Yep.
So that was exciting for me and I liked it.
And this was your first shootout?
This, I believe, was my first shootout. I don't remember ever watching a shootout in person before.
Yep.
So that was kind of cool. We did agree it felt a little anticlimactic, but I think it was just because the shootout ended on a save.
Right.
Rather than like a goal.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
If it had ended, if it had gone the other way and Jake would have made a save and then Wyatt would have scored and then that's where the game ended, I think it would have felt a lot more impactful. But it was just kind of like, okay, bye.
It was very, it was business-like. It's like, okay, now the game's over. And you're like, oh, okay, I guess we go.
Something that was absolutely crazy to me is that some of the Avalanche fans got up and left at the end of regulation.
Some people just really don't like traffic.
The game was tied 1-1. Like, what the fuck? Why would you leave? Why would you leave at this super hype divisional rivals game when it's tied?
Yeah.
So you don't have to sit in traffic for an extra 10 minutes. Like, why would you do that?
Spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars to go see this and then walk out before it's over. I just don't get it.
It's so stupid. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, do you just have piles of money and you just set them on fire? Like, I mean, this was like a big expenditure for us. Like,
yeah. No, going to a hockey game is not cheap.
It's not cheap. And like, especially when you have to get a hotel for the night and buy all of the many drinks that we drank.
There was the drinks.
And there were Ubers and
churros.
So many churros.
I bought too many churros again.
You always do that. This is like the third time we've been to a game and you've just come back with like fistfuls of churros.
They're so expensive too.
They're like $6 a churro, but you're just like,
I think they're $7.
They've gone up then, but you're just like, No, they're such a good deal. Like, definitely there is a game where we ended up giving churros away to the people sitting next to us.
Well, yeah, no, the first one, I forgot about the first game, and I did the same thing this time. But like the first game, like I got my churros, and like they're like, all right, that'll be $40, and I'm like, what?
I mean, it's a hockey rink. Of course, it's expensive. It's literally crazy, though.
But they're really good too.
I will say, interestingly enough, this is the third time these teams have faced each other this season, and every game has gone to a shootout. The Stars have won twice, and the Abs have won once, and they're going to be meeting up one more time in the regular season on April 4th in Dallas. So if the pattern holds, the Abs will win that one because the visiting team has won the shootout every time. But the Stars do like to surprise us, so maybe they'll mix it up a little bit. But I think it just shows how evenly matched these teams are, that they're so tightly scored.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if it, like I said, I don't know if it was like a good game. Like it was a defensive chess match. It wasn't like super exciting. And also, you know, when they score the goal, like it's so funny how quiet and like you're like, did it go in? I don't know. I'm on for the away team, and like they just like try to cover it up. They're like, nope, nothing happened.
Yep, nope. If we don't look at it, it's not true.
But boy, when the Avalanche score a goal, it's friggin' crazy. I mean, I'm sure that's kind of the thing, but like if you're on the other side and they score down there, you're like, did they score?
It does get a little confusing. It does. It's true. I mean, sometimes that's why being in the center is a little easier because you can see both sides a little bit better. But I don't know. It was still a really fun time. I always enjoy going to see the Stars when I can.
Yeah.
Even if the Avalanche fan tried to ruin it for me.
Yeah.
And this victory did help us make up a little ground against Colorado. Both teams have played since, but currently we're only 3 points behind them. So they're leading the league with 100 points, and we're right behind them with 97. So
I feel like none of that matters at this point. Oh, I guess it
only matters for playoff position.
For seeding, right? Yeah.
Yeah. At this point, like I don't mind staying in second place because we're first and second in the league right now. And we don't want to get the President's Cup because of the curse.
Yep.
And then B, if we stay in second and the Wild stay in third, we face each other.
Okay.
And I'd rather face that Wild probably.
Yeah.
Just because we have beat the Abs in the first round a lot. And like, I feel like by the law of averages, eventually we're going to have to lose to them.
It does seem like you want to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah. The mean is going to regress or some kind of math term like that.
That sounds fancy.
Right? Yeah. All right. Well, that's what I got for the sports.
All right.
You actually came up with our game time for this week.
I did. Oh, here, let me talk about birds real quick.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Let's take a quick stop in Fred's birding corner.
All right. Birding's great. Everyone should do it. Install the Merlin app. It'll get you hooked. Anyway, I'm up to like 106 species that I've seen now. And I didn't add any lifers, but I had some 2026 list birds, which was cool.
Nice.
Saw some fun osprey stuff today. Anyway, not much to report. Birding's fun.
All right. Glad to hear it. We did post some more birding pics on Tumblr. So
yeah, I got to get better at going through. I come home with 1,000 pictures and I end up with 3. It takes a time to get from 1,000 to 3.
It's true, but they are always such good shots.
Yeah.
When they come out.
Actually, You know what? Shout out to the female wood duck.
Oh yeah, she's really cool.
I've never seen one of those before. The little like flash of feathers in the back and the little like opalescence?
Yeah, opalescence.
Opalescence on the head. Really cool. Very subtle, very understated.
Yeah, she's like, no, like I'm a sensible lady, but I got a wild side.
Yeah. My husband over here is crazy as fuck, but you know.
She's like, I like to keep it on lock.
Yep, exactly. So
no, I love her. She's great.
Anyway.
All right. So the game time, you came up with it. Did you want to kind of introduce it, or do you want me to introduce it?
I can introduce it. So I really like music, and I know that like players have like goal songs sometimes, right? I don't know if they always do or
yeah. So I think on some teams, some players have goal songs.
Okay.
It's not like every team, and it's not even every player on the teams that do.
Right. And it's usually like superstar kind of people.
Right.
Right. So anyway, I thought it would be fun if we assigned some goal songs to players.
I thought that sounded like a super good time. So you and I just independently made our lists. We came up with some players. We came up with some songs. And now we're going to see how they stack up.
I'm so excited.
It's going to be definitely exciting. You have more diverse and interesting musical tastes than I do.
I wouldn't say it's interesting, but it's diverse.
I mean, it's probably more interesting too, but anyway. All right. Well, why don't you get started? Because it's your game.
All right. Well, the first one I thought of, I did this while I was birding this morning.
Of course.
When I was, in between birds. So Robertson was the first one that came up.
Of course.
And I just think Cat Scratch Fever is...
That's a really good one for him.
Is what he should go with. I mean, I don't like to, push the Nuge on anyone, but Cat Scratch Fever, man, that's Robertson.
It really is. And since you brought up birding, I'll say that I have a former NHL player on my list, Evgeny Kuznetsov.
Oh, okay.
And his song that I chose was I'm Like a Bird by Nelly Furtado.
Oh, that is fantastic.
It's pretty fun, right? And then he could just flap his arms while he was celebrating his goals.
I love that. That's so good.
Yeah, I liked that one too.
So, yeah, and the way I did this too, I looked through my playlist while I was out birding, but then I just did like a huge scan on the radio when I was coming back for like popular songs or whatever. And Muse's Time Is Running Out came on, and I was like, that'd be a good Sagan one.
Oh, I'm like not familiar with the song, but like based on the title, obviously, that one hurts my heart.
Yeah, I don't even know the lyrics, but the title, I was like Sagan, and I knew that was going to be hard for you.
I also had Tyler Sagan on my list.
There we go. I ended up with a lot of Stars players, which is crazy for me.
That is fun. Yeah, I have a few, but I think you have more. Well, my Tyler Sagan song was Barbie Girl.
Oh, I love that too.
No reasons, just vibes. I was like, I can't justify this in any way, but he just feels like a real Barbie Girl.
I think he could
to me.
He could own that song for sure.
I feel like that.
Absolutely. Okay, well, continuing with the Stars theme, I have Jamie Benn.
Great, I have him too. Let's hear yours first.
I have The Final Countdown.
Also because he's old?
Because this might be it for him.
I mean, there you go. That's so I don't actually have a song for him.
Oh, interesting.
I said, I'm not sure what his song is, but I can tell you what it isn't. And that is Casual by Chappell Roan.
Why?
Because that song is about a lady getting eaten out in her car.
Oh, Jesus.
I know.
Wow, boy.
So I know I always say that I don't like the lazy Jamie Benn jokes, but that was just literally the thing that popped into my head.
I mean, that's what the people want, that kind of stuff.
I think mine was at least a clever take on it.
Yes,
it wasn't just Jamie Benn doesn't go down. It was in the context of a game, so there was like an actual punchline. Therefore, I'm a comedic genius.
Oh, absolutely. All right. Did you have Bishel?
I did not.
You didn't have Bishel? I did Heads Will Roll by the Yes.
I like that one.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yep.
Very like werewolf vibes.
Yeah. Anyway, there's
Any other Stars players for you?
Any other Stars players? Yeah, I have I have one that I want to save for the end.
Okay.
But I also have another one. I have Harley. This could have also gone with Caulfield.
Okay.
Closing Time.
I like that.
Because they're the overtime goal guys.
They are the overtime goal guys. That's true. Those would have both been good.
Yep.
I have one more Stars player on the list. I have Justin Ritzkovian.
Okay.
And it's Say My Name by Destiny's Child.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll not save Ritzkovian for the end now. I also have Ritzkovian.
Oh, okay.
And it's That's Not My Name.
All right. So we're both on the same track. I like it.
Yep.
I think yours is a little funnier.
I mean, I've had That's Not My Name in my head ever since I thought of it.
That's going to be in my head now too.
And
what?
Ting-tings.
Worth it. Yes, the ting-tings.
Yeah.
That's totally worth it. Love it.
All right, I'm out of Stars players now.
All right. I still have a couple. I've got, I think, 3 other players that aren't Stars players. I will go with Macklin Celebrini next.
Oh, interesting.
So I started with Smells Like Teen Spirit, but he's going to be 20 in June, so that wouldn't really be topical for too long. Then I figured that the team would probably just choose Baby Shark for him because he is Baby. But then I remembered the song Return of the Mac.
Nice.
Which is one of my favorite songs of all time, and it is simply too cool for Nathan McKinnon, so therefore Macklin Celebrini gets that one.
I like that. I actually did have Celebrini, and I apparently deleted it from my list. I have a new keyboard that I'm using on my phone. It's a little wonky.
Yeah.
But I've never heard this song until I was driving home to come do the podcast, and it was on XM, some station. It was Hannah Montana.
Okay.
It was He Could Be the One.
Okay.
And I was like, Celebrini.
All right. Yeah. I mean, he is the truth, so why not the one?
Yeah, exactly.
I like it.
Yeah.
I have a feeling I know exactly what station that was too.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I
have Leon Draisaitl on here.
I have Draisaitl as well.
Sweet. What did you pick for Draisaitl?
I don't know. You've probably heard me play this song. This is a deeper EDM cut, but it's by Nimino. I don't know how to say their name. It's that song, I Only Smoke When I Drink.
That's a great song. I don't know it, but like that title is so perfect for him.
Yeah,
it's so good.
It's one of the best songs for me from 2024.
It's great. I need to go listen to it. Yeah, I'm sure I'll recognize it if I hear it. Yeah, but the title is so good.
You've heard me play it before.
I went a little different direction with Leon. I feel like yours is the best. But for him, I chose Pocket Full of Sunshine. Just because I thought that's
pretty funny,
really silly.
Yeah.
And then I also chose "Sorry Not Sorry" by Demi Lovato because I like that. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, that totally works.
So yeah, the first one was like more ironic, and then the second one was just like a bad bitch anthem. About how much he does not care.
The ironic ones would be really funny to hear.
They would be for sure.
Let's see. I also have Landeskog.
All right.
He gets Chumbawamba.
Okay.
he gets
knocked down, but he gets back up again. No, that totally makes sense to me.
Exactly.
I totally get that.
Yeah.
I understand your brain.
Yeah.
I only have one player left here.
Okay.
I've got Sidney Crosby.
Nice.
Again, I came up with two options for him.
Mm-hmm.
The first one was What's My Age Again by Blink-182 because he just is like so timeless. Like he just is still out there playing like great hockey at his advanced old age.
Yeah.
And then alternatively, I also put down Bootylicious because he is so renowned for his hockey butt.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Well, you could do a lot with, all the songs about butts.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you could really assign a butt song to like so many different hockey players.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yep.
That's like a whole other game right there.
Yeah. What else did I have? So you're out of...
I'm out. I'm done. It's all on you now.
I heard Iron Man on the radio. I thought that might go with Rempe, but I was kind of like, meh, whatever.
Well, there's something called an Iron Man streak in the NHL. It's like the most games played without missing games.
Oh, okay.
So that can't be Rempe because he keeps breaking his fingers punching people.
Yeah.
The person who has the longest Iron Man streak is Phil Kessel.
He's a legend.
He is. He played over 1,000 games. And then somebody I think it might have been Brent Burns just passed like for second place in the Iron Man streak.
Nice. So, yeah. Well, that would have been better if I knew things like that.
Well, you're only half a hockey fan. You can't be expected to know things.
Yep. And the last one I had was for McDavid. It was Cakes the Distance.
He's going the distance.
And
he is going for speed.
Yeah. And I looked at the lyrics because I
and he is all alone in time of need.
Yeah. And somebody else left with the cup.
Okay, wow. That one's actually a little depressing. But it's like very, very on the money.
Right.
That one really makes sense.
Yeah. And that would be a fun song for a goal song.
That actually really would.
No trophies, no flowers. He's haunted by something he cannot define. I'm pretty sure McDavid could define it.
He probably could.
Yeah. He'd be like, it's the cup.
It's the cup. It's the specter of the cup.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I just feel like it would be good too because like it's such a sort of like somber song too. Like so you wouldn't have to be all celebrity with it. Like you can't do like a Pocket Full of Sunshine for McDavid.
No, that would be ironic and also funny.
That would be ironic, but like not in like a fun way.
You're right.
Like it's fun when it's Leon, like Leon Grumpy Cat Draisaitl, but it's not as fun when it's...
God, he is Grumpy Cat, isn't he?
Oh my God, he's 100% Grumpy Cat.
What happened to Grumpy Cat?
I think he died.
Oh.
I know.
Oh, well, that's sad.
That is sad. Well, this was a really fun game. I really enjoyed this one.
Yeah, I could do this all day with all players.
I know, me too. I think if I had a little more time, I probably could have put together a whole playlist.
Yeah, I mean, you only had a week.
I mean, I just started this morning, so I only had hours.
I started 2 hours ago, so.
Listen, when you're a procrastinator, you never have enough time, and that's ADHD. And that's the end of regulation for this week's episode of Ice is Slippery. You can find us on Tumblr, Blue Sky, TikTok, and Instagram at IceIsSlipperyPod. You can also email us at IceIsSlipperyPod@gmail.com, where we would love to get suggestions for games and hear your hockey hot takes. Until next week, stay out of the penalty box.